Hello everyone, I am back. So, well today, what I've been thinking about doing is, there is this new dinosaur game that we've got. Well, I had it on my, list for, I had it in my sights for quite some time. But well, today, I thought today might be a very good time to check the game out. It's a game called DinoSwarm. So, it's apparently like more like Vampire Survivors. But it's not like Dino Survivors, because in this game, apparently you evolve your dinosaur, whereas in Dino Survivors, you're just a caveman who beats up dinosaurs. So, very interesting things, that have been going on. And there's also some videos I would like to, like, react to today. Like, I saw a lot of interesting videos while I haven't been streaming on YouTube, and, well, I was thinking about we should react to them on stream, because... well, a lot of the videos I had, like, a lot of things to talk about, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about, that I just wanted to get out. And yes, I had another presentation for my, like, it's not a graduation paper, like, presentation. It is, but it's not, like, part of the official curriculum. It's like its own thing. If you, like, do a group presentation, you get a bit of cash. And I was thinking about using that to get some, new, like, webcam and stuff. But yes, I got a new mouse, a couple days ago, in fact. It's a very good mouse. I'm liking it, actually. It's a bit different than the mouse that I used to use, but it's got, like, more buttons, and more buttons on a mouse is always a good thing, because, well, you can't have two less buttons on a mouse, right? Like, as many mouse buttons as my dinosaur heart desires. So, yeah, guys, how's it going, everyone? So, I'm assuming you guys celebrate now Thanksgiving. I don't even know when Thanksgiving is, I'm gonna be honest, right? I just know that, like, Ark's been talking about, like, the turkey event. Like, some people have been talking about turkeys. So, yeah, I don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. But yes, I got my Turkish dude ready in the freezer. I'll be taking it out and eating it. Although I've never eaten Turkey the dinosaur. But hey... if you humans can eat the dinosaur turkey for Thanksgiving, it's only fair that the dinosaur Lopho gets to eat the human turkey for Thanksgiving as well, alright? Although, I will be honest, I don't like the taste of Europeans. They taste way too healthy. Like, Americans taste the best. So, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be playing a bit of this. Alright, let's check this out. So, DinoSwarm, let's see, is the game out? No, the game itself isn't out, but it did actually look on stream. Let's see. There we go. So, this is it. This is DinoSwarm. So, we're gonna be taking a look at this. It's a game where you evolve your own dino and, beat other things, and it looks interesting. So, we're gonna be playing this. It's like a demo. But now there's a lot of people, so, we might be, you know what, yeah, sure, we'll start with this, why not? We'll start with DinoSwarm, and then we'll move on to other things, because there's a lot of videos I would like to react to today, once again. So, yeah, let's begin. Wait, needs a controller? No, I don't need controller, okay? Right, nobody plays games with a controller, unless they're insane, okay? Right, alright, let's see. DinoSwarm. Who's ready for some dino swarming time? Right, guys, so... hold on, let me grab some water. I haven't, done this in a while, so I need to get my feet back into streaming. Alright. So, hello, humans, dinosaurs. Yes, this is Lopho, and so we're gonna be playing a game called DinoSwarm. It's a game where you evolve your dino... and, yeah, eat other dinosaurs. And I sure do love, evolving me and eating other dinosaurs. Who doesn't like eating other friends, right? So, let's go ahead. Let's start a new game. Right. Wake up, my swarm tadpole. Okay. Time to unleash the chaos. Right, release the tadpole. I thought we were supposed to be playing with dinosaurs. Your goal is to invade the dimensions and collect the creature's DNA from me. I will reward you with extraordinary upgrades and powers. Would you like to continue with your tutorial? Sure. You can access my dimension using the button shown. Tab. Okay. Ah, okay. Using Amber, you can power up the tadpole, increasing its stats and unlocking new power slots. I thought we were playing a dinosaur game here. Why am I tadpole? Can I upgrade this? Now go back. Okay, sure. I captured these dinosaurs for you. Oh no, I can choose. There we go. You can choose the one that you like and control it. Get close and you'll see the button to process the dinosaur. Alright, so what do we have? We got the Stegosaurus. Or we got this raptor. You know what? I think I'm a bit of a salad muncher today, so I'll be a Stegosaurus. Oh, and there we go. Right. I left a dinosaur free for you to test your attacks on. Don't worry, it can't hurt you and it won't feel any pain. Even sometimes someone escapes and is caught by chaos. You can run by holding down the indicator button, which will increase your speed while consuming stamina. Okay, can save your game, auto save. Okay, I invade a dimension. You can use a top shop for the hybridization. Okay. The portal you see below leads to the dimension you need to invade, and you'll have even more choices later. Each dimension is unique as the creatures that live there. Okay, once inside, you get more details. So I guess, right. Run is Spazio. Right. Tab hybridization. Okay. Okay. Oh, so I just attack. Okay. Right. There's no attack button. I just run up to this guy. Oh wait. Oh. Okay. So I have to go in there, right? Right. Let's go. Primordial Forest. Let's go. Invade the dimension for 1 minute. Oh, whoa. What? How do I attack? What? Extract swarm tadpole. Oh, I just survived. Okay. Hybrid powers. Well, I do have one thing. What is this? Oh, it's A. Is A how you do this? Is that how this works? Wait, what? Oh no, it's a different dinosaur this time. Okay. I'll be a Triceratops. Oh, okay, so the Triceratops. No, this is the cooldown. Okay, I see. Right, I got it. Okay. Right, so the Triceratops spits. Aha! Okay. What you just collected is the pod's DNA. Use the indicator button to access hybridization. Okay. You can power up your hybrid. Assign new powers and fuse them together. Alright, so select the pod's DNA. What did I get? I get legs. Oh. So I can give my Triceratops Triceratops legs. I thought that came free with, I don't know, being a Triceratops, but I guess not. Okay. Oh god. Ow, run. Spit. Okay, I don't, like, there's something that, like, my arrow is pointing somewhere. Like, this thing. So I'm assuming I have to go over there. But there's also this green DNA that's, okay. I'm just gonna go over there. I don't know what green means, but... Okay. Oh, it's a big DNA. Wait, is that it? Swarm Queen. Wait, is that it? Alright, let's see. Choose 2 rewards. Oh, okay. So what is this? I don't know what that was. I got Brachiosaur legs. Okay, so this is just like the test guy. Right, okay, so we can get some arms. Right. What's the difference? What happened? Did I change? I guess I got slightly different arms, I guess. So, powers. I know I got something else as well. I don't know what. Oh, elements. Right, what does this mean? Each element is unique with different effects and abilities. You fuse it with current one. Did I do something? Oh, now I'm like slightly like glowing like gray. Okay, sure. What is this leading to? Like, what does this mean? Oh no, this is just a mouse. Oh, this is just a mouse. Is this how I control where my powers are fired? It is! Oh, okay, I see. I thought, like, I had to, like, go wherever this is pointing, but no. This is where the arrow projectiles will be fired. Okay, coral reef. Okay. Oh. Are we gonna be part shark? Go. Ooh. Okay, run. I am not very fast. Oh no! 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 Go away! Oh, there's a plesiosaur. Oh, wait, why is that one blue? No! No! Why is that shark blue? I don't know! Are you like the boss? Okay, there's a plesiosaur. Yes. Okay, there's also something else blue over there, but it doesn't say anything. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we got. Choose 2 rewards. We can get water. I don't know what this is. I think this might be an ability. And we'll get this. Alright, well, let's see. So, oh, we can get legs. Wait, these aren't even shark legs. I just lose my feet. Is there no way for me to, like, return? Oh, I can make myself bigger. What's the benefit of making myself bigger? Well, I can get a Triceratops head on my Triceratops. Didn't I also pick, like, horns? Oh, yeah, there. Spawn distance. Wait, no. Wait. Huh? Why is this different now? I can't get another one? Okay. I don't know what this is, but I feel like I might be spitting out a dick. Sure, let's go. What's the worst that could happen? Especially look at my legs. They're pitiful. Wait, what? What the hell does this do? Wait, this is kind of ass. Look at the ability. Look, like, it's barely hitting anything. Okay, there we go. Oh, the Plesia survives a hit. Oh, it survives another. How do I kill this plesiosaur? How about you? Oh, it's gone. Well, let's... Oh, wait, there's one green DNA over there. I don't think these things despawn, right? Like, is red DNA blood? Like, I don't know what red DNA is, and I don't know what green DNA is. Like, what's the difference? It feels like red is actual DNA, and green is just health. Yeah, look at that, I got a fin. So it's like the red stuff that we need to collect. Okay, I understand. Oh, I got a body! Wait, hold up. Oh, okay, so we just collect the parts. Alright. So now I can give this thing a shark body. I feel like that would make it agonizing to live anywhere that is like not specifically here. But sure. I mean, they say life is pain. Okay, so how do I go back? It says it's up there, but I don't see the exit anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right. Oh, we can get the plesio body. I'll take that. I'll take more of this. And I got a code error. Script Sicker Cree monster. What does that even mean? Okay. Oh, the game just crashes. Okay, sure. That was probably just like a mistake. They did say it's a demo. Wait, did I just lose all my guys? I did lose everything. Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie though, it's not that bad. I think I prefer like the Triceratops ability over that weird like gas thing that we've been firing. Oh, but this time it's only plesiosaurs. What? Okay, so it seems like the coral reefs like slow them down. Is this like elemental damage? This could really be either. Game itself doesn't make it too clear. Okay, there is a shark. You're through the reef. Okay, my sprint speed isn't even that fast. Oh, red. Right. Okay, we'll loop around. Okay. Okay, we got something else. Right, let's see. Arms. Okay, so we got these arms. Okay, let's try them out. Oh. So it's not like it doesn't replace the actual part, right? Like it still kind of looks like a Triceratops leg, but like what happens if I add more? Oh, okay. So the more of the same fin that we add, the more it changes. Okay, so it's not like a one-time only thing. Right. Okay, I'm starting to understand. Oh, look how fast I am now. And I have a new animation as well. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but every time I do that, I get a bug. Maybe I'm not supposed to take the plesiosaur body. There's a weird game-breaking bug. This demo has been out for quite some time, too. Shame, I wanted to be a plesiosaur. Can I attack the guys myself? Is that not a thing? No, some, like... Huh? Okay, now I'm taking damage. Sometimes I feel like the guy's also attacking. Like, without using its, like, spit move. Alright, go. Go, 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 up! Okay, is there also for me an option to save? Options. No, I don't think I can save. At least not here. Okay. Oh, look at that! Now I'm Pop Plesiosaur now. That is kind of cursed. I kind of look like a Crystal Palace Iguanodontid. Hey, finally! Alright, now we got something new. We got some skulls. Body, arms, legs. Okay, we can get more fins. Okay, now, okay, this is so weird. Sure. We get some new powers? Okay, there we go. I have to click the other ability. That's how you get them. Alright, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, I don't know what this is. There's like a timer and there's like a dinosaur skull here. I don't know which one is the better, so I'll just go with this one. The Burn the Forest. Sure. Well, we got loads of abilities now, hey? Alright, we got some pterosaurs. Do the trees take burn damage, just like similar to the reefs from earlier? Oh, oh, oh! Oh my, we're getting a lot of things here. Oh yeah, we're so much stronger now. Okay, my mistake was not, like, I accidentally replaced, like, my previous ability with it. Instead of, I don't know, going for the... like, instead of, like, trying to get another one. We got spiders. You think I can be a pot spider, pot plesiosaur, pot trike? I wonder if we can get wings. Oh, okay, I see. So, the skull on the map means that it's a quest where you kill a certain number of enemies. If you look in the top right. Like, kill 50-something enemies. I'm assuming that's what it means. Right, we got pterosaur hind legs. Sure. Of all the features of the pterosaur I could have picked, I went for his legs. Like, I'm assuming not every, like, DNA trait that we get is good, right? Right. what is this chaos amber too? We don't know yet. Okay. Oh my, we can get spider legs. You know what? Let's just get more abilities this time. Right, so let's get this. It sounds like an echo thing. I don't know what that is. This doesn't sound that good. Okay, now it's this. Oh, so even the power's hybridized. Oh, interesting. It used to be like a meteor that goes down, but now it's like something. It's a very phallic shape. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my, okay, we got some things now. What oh, okay, so this is the okay, this is a shop. Okay, I see. Okay, so we can get this. We can sell the legs to get more DNA. Okay. So powers. Oh, I can summon baby spiders. Can I be fire and thing? So if I do this, and if I click fire, is it like a fire breath now? It is! Oh, okay, I see. That's how it works. Okay, so it's not like my guy that's becoming the element. It's like the moves. Okay. You hybridize the moves and you hybridize the dinosaur. That's a really cool concept. Okay, can I get some wings? That's more like it. That's more like it. What is this? Oh, this is a pterosaur body. Yeah, you know what? Sure, we might as well accept our pterosaur overlords. Oh wait, but look at that. Like it lowers my stats. Yeah, it lowers things a bit, but it gets more speed. Okay, so it's not always good to like just slap in even more things. Okay, well let's see in the shop. I don't want to be a spider, I will say. Can I get baby spiders though? Can I get like this down there? Is that something I can do? Oh wait, maybe I can just combine this phallic shape with this spider. Do I just... What now? Nothing seems to have happened. Well, we'll see if we start fighting, I guess. Alright, I'm assuming this is a boss fight? Right, kill one boss. Right, no sign of the spiders. Right, we got crabs with ice. We got some iced crabs. I'm assuming fire would deal a lot of damage. Yeah, look at that. These guys are completely immune to, Oh! Okay, we got something. It's like a huge squid. Or like a belemnite or something. Yeah, but look at that. The water doesn't do any damage to these guys. Oh, wait, never mind, they do. Ooh. Okay, at least my movement speed is fast. Thanks to the wings. Yeah, I knew I could count on them. Well, are these even wings? We got a huge DNA. Yeah, they're like fin wings. Can I hybridize during the boss fight? I'm assuming yes, actually. No, I can't. Oh, wait, I got yellow DNA. What does yellow mean? Right, there's also something red. Okay, we got some squid arms, we got squid body. Okay. Well, I prefer to keep my guy, you know, a dinosaur, so... Oh my god, is that a head? I got the ammonite head? Okay. I'm kind of curious on how that's gonna look, but at the same time, I kind of don't want to see. 2 rewards. I guess I'll do more thunder and, like, thunder. Okay, you know what? I am kind of curious. Okay, that's awful. That's not any better. Now I look like some kind of fucked up Protoceratops. Sure. What does this do? If I give myself more squid, it makes it stronger, but my knockback gets weaker and I just lose more health. And I lose heal, so this is more offensive. Right. So, what is this and what is that? Like, what are these? Like, I'm not so sure what each one of this is, right? They look the same to me. They look like a bolt, and this looks like a bolt, and this looks like a bolt. So, like... Okay. Can I get more bolt? Even more bolt? Sure, why not? Oh! Wait, plesiosaur body. Doesn't that, like, crash my game? Well, I guess not this time. Sure. I want it to be like this. Why not? What else is there? Oh, yeah, let's sell this. I don't want this. I don't want the tentacles. What is it? Why are these legs? It looks like DNA. Sure, right. Okay, what is eggs? We got 2 eggs or 3 eggs. I'm gonna go with 3 eggs. I don't even know what's in the swamp. Destroy 3 nests. Oh, it's just snakes? Okay, why did I think it would be like Spinosaurus? Sure. Oh, some snake DNA. Oh, I got a snake body. Sure. Aha! Go away! Your children are mine! Oh god, I'm being swarmed. Oh! Oh wait, I still remain. Wait, no. No! Option. Okay, so it is like a roguelike. Okay, so now I have to start something new. Okay, so okay. It's like a roguelike. Okay, sure. I am gonna be a Stegosaurus. Okay, I'm starting to understand. Oh, what about the Brachiosaur? It has a lot more health. You know what? Let's go with the health. And I get this stomp. Alright, we got T-Rex. Okay, the stomp is terrible. Oh wait, it does one-shot, guys. Well, maybe this isn't as bad as I thought. But it's like really close range. Okay, I got the carnivore head. Probably the most important part of the animal. But we got its 4 arms. Wait, the Brachio is actually pretty good. Like, look how strong I am. Let's try and get some Stegosaur DNA as well. We got some legs. All right. Sure. Let's get more. You know what? We can get the thing via shop, right? Okay. So let's get. What do I get? I get more velocity, but more damage as well, but less knockback. I don't think knockback really matters on this guy. This guy does seem to like one-shot most things. We do lose 7 HP, and we do lose a lot of defense. Like, the stamina is like 0.2, so I doubt that. We do lose a lot of health on the leg. And what is this? It just gets more damage. Right, what about the head, right? Okay, I lose health as well if I change the head. Wait, hold up. Isn't this like the same thing? 169. No, it's a bit different. Okay. This loses only a bit of health compared to like the head. You know what? I'm just gonna get myself the T-Rex head because it's funny, right? Can I get... You know what? Sure, get more T-Rex legs. Not the arms though. We're gonna be a carnivorous sauropod. I'll sell you this. And I'll get this. And we'll get the new power. And we'll infuse it with white. I can barely notice the difference, but sure. Right. Oh, I spit. I have a breath now. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got some Spinosaurs. Oh my god, I want to be a Spino. I want to be a Spinobrachiorex. Oh my god, we have to get this. I want this Spinosaur gene. I got the Spinosaur head. Yeah, we wanted Spotty though, right? Because no Spino hybrid is complete without the sail, right? In fact, I would say, according to Camp Cretaceous logic, the only part of the Spinosaurs that ever matters is the sail. That's how they got away with the Spinoceratopses, right? Like, nothing, like, none of those traits suggest that they're part Spinosaurs except for the sail. Which, for all we know, could be wrong as well, because, well, Spinosaurs could have had, like, an M-shaped sail. So at that point, like, what part of, like, that thing is even Spino, right? Like, maybe it just identifies as part Spino. That could work nowadays. Come on. Spinos, die! I need your DNA. Come on, come on, no! Got a bit of the face. What is this? What is this? I don't know, I'm gonna take that. Okay, we got some Spino body, right? I don't know what that even is. Oh, it's a leg. What? Leg? Oh wait, is this like the snake leg? Like, because a snake needs like a body part, but because it's a snake, it shouldn't have a leg? Is that why it's like just a part of the torso? Yeah, that could explain it. Okay, let's get some Spino heads. Spino body? Oh, that's only like part. We need more Spino. Let's infuse this. I feel like the element is like so undistinguishable. Maybe they could have like make it a bit more obvious, right? Because I infused this with white. I don't even know what white even is. Is that supposed to be ice, snow, wind? I have no idea. And like this is like kind of like piss stain now. Sure. Right. I do suppose we'll need more powers. Simply because, like, we better, like, max out on our power gauge. Like, that's usually for the best. Right. We look so much different now. Like, who would have thought that this originally was a Brachiosaurus? Okay, the problem with the breath is that I need to be actually facing the thing. Okay, but it does feel like... Yeah, I also have like a stomp attack, definitely. Oh, I got pincers! Yeah, I lose health sometimes when I get up too close to the enemy, but sometimes the enemy takes damage. No, that's just a stomp. We can get the DNA after we kill them, right? No need to be in a hurry, Lopho. Yeah, okay, so the first move of the Brachio, okay, that's the stomp, right? Yes, it does a massive damage. We just kind of time it perfectly. Okay. And I think the green DNA is also currency, right? Yeah, it is currency. Right, because I was also confused. It's also very confusing as well, right? Because the stamina gauge is also green, so you'd think that the green could also mean stamina. But no, green DNA is just money. Okay, so what do we get? I wish I could see how it looks. Oh, not much changed. I thought I'd get more extra legs, but no. Slight pincers? Okay, that looks weird, but that kind of looks like a Spinosaur if it squint hard enough, right? Yeah. Yeah, I really don't know what these elements are. Like, they are all different things, that's the thing. I have no idea what each one of these are. Okay, this looks interesting. And I guess this looks interesting, right? So if I combine this, is this like an echo breath? What? No, that's like a totally different thing. Sure. Right, sure. Okay, we'll go over here. Crystal Field. Kill 96. I think the next missions are a bit hard. We got more crabs. Yeah, like, I don't even know what the thing is anymore. The breath is like 2 different things? That spits out from the side of the body now? At least the breath kind of made sense. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Yeah, but the stomp is really good. I will say. Stomp is goated. Oh, wait, these are different crabs. These ones are like angry. I think we should just improve on our stomp. I think the stomp is like actually really good. Like, this one's like an up close and personal fighter. Is there no for me to like increase the radius of the stomp though? Stomp. Right, dodge. Stomp. Okay, I think that's like a big DNA. Because it's like marked on the map. Oh no, I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm getting overwhelmed. That was a big hit. There's also blue DNA. What does blue mean? Like, I know we also saw yellow. Oh, blue is ability. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got the horseshoe crab tail. There's also yellow. Not sure what yellow does. I know we got some yellow after we fought the boss. Okay, yellow feel it's element, right? Okay, let's get. I really dislike the level. None of the creatures here are to my taste. Right, okay, this is even worse. I hate how this looks. I can't even reverse this. Okay, you know what? Let's get... Well, I'll get the Triceratops body to maybe balance it out. I want to see what the spiders do, right? Oh! Wait, no, I can get my dinosaur element too. Wait, why did I think it only works on my powers? So, how do I get moves on the bottom, though? That's like another thing I don't understand. Can I get even more? Can I just overload it? Is that maybe how some... Okay, sure. Well, I just overloaded that with lightning. Yeah, you know what? Sure. This is clearly a vibe. Man, the shop just has no, like, a cool, like, body parts. It's all just snake, octopus, or, like, crab. Right, at least the baryonyx looks kind of cool, right? I'm not even bad. This is, like, it kind of looks like a baryonyx, but, like, absolutely none of this is, like, baryonyx. Oh, this is actually, I like this. Okay, the overloaded lightning actually might have done something. Okay, we got some angry raptors. Okay, where's the boss? Okay, it's a big T-Rex. Oh my god. I need to run. 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 Oh my god, this... I was too slow. Okay, we're getting amber though. What does amber do? Okay, it says option. Alright, well, we start off as you, so you know what? Let's go with T-Rex this time. Yeah, I'm not so sure, like, what I can do with the amber. Okay, so the T-Rex starts off with the breath. Okay. T-Rex versus Triceratops. We might be here for an Ultimasaurus build. And it's like the body, of course. Right. I got Brachiosaur head. Wait, why they get Stegosaur leg? I'll just get abilities for now. Sure, I guess I'll just go slightly more retro mode. Can I be even more T-Rex than the T-Rex? I thought I already was a T-Rex. Let's buy this. I just want to fill up my power bar. Okay. And can I get myself element? Yeah, I can. It's just that I can barely see it. Right. Let's try going for more speed, right? Like, because the game will eventually throw a boss at me. And when that time comes, I don't know if I'll be able to, like, out-damage the enemies. And also, the thing that I saw was not an Echo Bomb, it's like a Claw Swipe. I thought this was always like an Echo Bomb. No, it's a Claw Swipe. What? How? Okay. I will say this though, like, it's not a big issue per se, but like, there's a lot of parts about the game which makes me think like, there's no way that means that, right? Like, there's some parts that I find very hard to understand. Like, it's fine. It's just that it's more of a trial and error thing. which isn't necessarily bad. Sure. Right, so what do we got? We got shark body. We have a bit more speed. Actually, we might go for that. Plezzy head? Oh, that's ugly. I do not like that. Sure. Make me water, sure. Hybridize more powers? Okay, not gonna lie, I feel like we should probably aim for, like, power-wise. Like, getting better power might be better than getting, like, a couple extra parts. Right, right now we're gonna focus on everything that gives me speed. Plus, abilities. Right, I want to hybridize like 10 billion abilities into one move. I want to see what happens. Okay, Spinosaurs. Right, our target is the Spinosaurs. We want Spino DNA. Well, not because it's good. I don't even know how good it is. It's just Spinosaurs is awesome, right? Every 9-year-old can attest to that. Okay, we got Spino body. Right, we've got more snake parts. Okay, some money, sure. We'll need it if we want to get more parts. We don't always have to grind for them, we can just buy them, so. Okay. What do we got in the shop? Right, Spino body, give me that. Wait, hold up. Is that even something that we should strive for? Okay, Spino head gives more speed, that's great. Oh yeah, Spino body gives more speed as well. Oh yeah, it does. Right, 18 speed, let's go, Spinosaurs. No, fins? Okay, this... Oh, what the hell? I just shrunk down! I became faster, though. Oh, no! No! Did I just delete everything? I think I just did. Fuck. Okay. I like the lightning. Let's overcharge it here. This gives even more speed, but I don't know if we should go for that. You know what? Sure. Now I look like a Spino penguin. Sure. I am the Spino Gwyn. Can I combine that with a slash? Double slash? What happens if I add dust to it? There's also a spawn distance. I'm assuming that's where the particles spawn, right? If I do that, this just spawns a lot further away, right? This gets more damage. Sure, let's infuse it with some element. And we have another bug. Does that I guess that means I just auto lose. Are you kidding me? No, there's no way you made. Okay, never mind. So I do retain like part of my guy, right? Oh wait. Okay, we'll do like that. Right. So it didn't save on the evolution part, which is okay. Okay, if I combine slash with slash, it doesn't really do anything. I thought I would get like a stronger slash, but turns out that's not really the case. Right, I don't even know how I'm walking like this. Like, we're just like barely floating here. Hey, but hey, more spawner DNA is always welcome. Oh yeah, look at that! If I hit them with this, some of the Spinosaurs are this, they undergo this weird, like, thing. Okay, we might try and just strive to survive here. Okay, one more hit and I'm dead. Oh, what the hell is that? Oh, that's like a boss Spino, right? Hell no. Hell no. Okay, Lopho, it does not matter if you can get the big DNA parts if you're dead, right? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, come on! Oh my god, seriously? Man, this is hard! Alright. Let's go with Stegosaurus this time. I can already see that the Stegosaurus starting move isn't really that good. Look at that, it just missed everyone. Yeah, I can't even hit them up close. Yeah, this is... Oh yeah, Stegosaurus is gonna be terrible. Okay, I do heal. I also realized that. Yeah, I heal like a bit. Oh yeah, this is Stegosaurus is so ass. Holy crap. Like, the fact that I have to rely on, like, the only tail swipe, which barely hits. Okay, I don't care what you say about this guy's ass, I feel like. Yeah, this is, Stegosaurus is terrible, okay. Right, I think I like the T-Rex. At least with the T-Rex, it's very easily visible. See if we can get a lot of Triceratops DNA here. We couldn't do that last time, but like, I'm kind of getting the hang of it. I like the breath. I like the breath. I like the stomp. Okay, let's see. Oh, Trike actually slows me down. Raptor speeds me up. Well, I like the Trike, right? Might was probably not exactly the best of choices, but... Okay, I'll get this. Okay, let's get this. Oh wait, aren't these like the exact same thing? Sure. If dinosaurs were still alive, you'd definitely try to adopt one. True? I mean, maybe not, because birds are dinosaurs and I don't have a pet bird. Right, let's go with this. Okay. Well, I got the stomp, I got the roar. I think we are on a very good trail here. And raptor probably means speed. So if we can get, like, raptor feet here, we can make this guy, like, really fast. Okay, this might be the run. Okay, double breath is actually really good. Like, it's basically my breath being twice as long. You can't say no to double breath. But I would definitely prefer more speed here. What do we have? Shop. What is this? Is this Pot Raptor? Or is this Pot Rex? This is Pot Rex, I think. Sure, we'll make ourselves more Rex then. Can I combine breath on top of the stomp though? Right, let's get rid of this. I don't like things that lower my speed. At least at this point, right? I'd like to get a bit of speed. Also, oh yeah, Raptor lowers HP by a lot. But it also increases speed by a lot and damage by a teeny weeny amount. It's probably not worth it, right? This on the hand, I think, yeah, this is good, right? Yeah, okay, so the parts themselves do level up. Okay, I see. So this is like the level of our thing. So even if we apply the same level on top of our guy, we still do get a buff. Okay, so what happens if we combine a stomp with a breath? Sure, why not? And we'll get this. And we'll combine that with a stomp. Sure, everything is gonna be pot, stomp, and breath. Right. Coral reef. Kill 69 enemies. Nice. I will say though, I'm not really a fan of the things that live here. Have you not played this game? It's basically a Vampire Survivors, but it's like a roguelike Vampire Survivors, it seems like. And every time you beat a level, you get like a part of the DNA, which then you use to like infuse your dinosaur with more DNA. Like my guy started off as a T-Rex, but look at this. Like I'm like I don't even know what I am right now. Like I'm a raptor trike Rex, I think, and I think there's also a little bit of Triceratops in there as well. We got Shark Face. Yeah, I think abilities might be the way to go. Yeah, look at this. If you combine abilities, your ability becomes really strong. Yeah, I think the game should prioritize. Yeah, we should prioritize getting moves first and then the dino. I'm kind of realizing this now. Right, can we... Oh, Stegosaur body. More health, but less thing. Gets a lot more health, Plesiosaur. I kind of want to see what happens if for the Plesiosaur, but I think we're gonna go with velocity here. So I'll just get that, and I'll get more shark. I'll make myself more part shark. Make myself blue. And we might as well get Raptor here. But it costs so much health. That's the problem. Okay, we'll get this on top. Okay, we'll sell the face. Let's get some elements going. Infuse that. Can I also infuse a breath here? We can. But this doesn't have any element, right? So we'll just get element on all of these. How do you know if we're winning or losing in this game? Well, it's a roguelike. We all die at some point. That's like the whole point, I think. Is there anything that gives more speed? I guess shark fin. Oh my god, this just looks horrendous, right? Like, we might be a strong dino, but like, I do not like how my guy's looking right now. Let's go to the burning forest. Something tells me that there's like fire element here, and since a lot of our guys are like water moves, we actually might be able to breeze through this. No, I'm not from the UK, I'm from South Korea. I am, in fact, an Asian. Believe it or not, it's a rare case scenario, but indeed, I am Asian. I do eat rice. What the hell is wrong with these pterosaurs? They're all on fire. perhaps getting some wings might be best. And I would like to have some pterosaur head. Pterosaur heads are cool. I like crests. And I get spider legs instead. Well, you learned it. I did grow up in Germany, to be fair. Like, I'm more German and Korean in terms of how I act. But, like, bloodline-wise, I am Korean. There we go. Just stomp it. Oh my god, I'm just realizing I'm kind of low on health. Oh, blood. Oh, we got mini spider babies. Okay. This wasn't bad. I guess better to survive as an ugly dino than die as a cool dino, right? Watch Korean drama and movies. Ironically enough, I don't. Because it's like the way, like, part of it, I think it's because the way Koreans make TV shows and stuff. Because in South Korea, I mean, to be fair, it's like it also is the case for other countries as well. But like, here's the thing, right? Like, the way I've known is that South Korean dramas tend to attribute certain like actors to certain roles. So, for example, let's just say there's like a actor who really performs like his role of like a king very well. A treacherous king, basically. So, every time a Korean drama happens where it requires a treacherous king, they will hire basically the actor. And if that keeps happening, eventually what's gonna happen is that even if you don't even if you know, even if you don't know the story, you can kind of see what's gonna happen by like looking at the actor, basically. Ooh, raptor body, I'll take that. And I would like to get some wings. Oh boy. Okay, I want to see what the spiders do. I'm gonna be honest, but I've yet to see the spiders be any effective. Can I get fire? Ooh, that kind of looks cool. Right, let's get... Okay, can I get spider breath? No. Why does it go vertically down? Okay, this is horrible. Whatever. Right, it's part fire, part water. I have no idea what the logic behind that is. That's totally fine. Okay. We're really fast now. We also have very low health. I think we're gonna go with... We are fire and... Yeah, we're fire and water. So I think we're gonna go over here to the burnt forest. Like, I don't even know if the game even has elemental damage. But, like... Why not, right? Well, to be fair... I don't like the fire area. Like, I don't like the creatures here. Okay, it's a pterosaur boss. Oh my god! 2 bites and I'm at half health. Jesus! Come on. Run! Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, I got an amber. What does this do? It does nothing! What does amber do? Okay, we did it. We did it. Nice. I think how much you love dinosaurs in the future will definitely make some kind of model of them. I mean, I am studying geology. So, sure, I'll get more fire here. I survived that by a hair. Right, I would like to get a bit of pterosaur. Sure, I guess. Okay, this looks really weird. More stamina. Sure. We fly now. Sure, let's get more shark. Let's get spiders here. Combine this, Get fire here. I guess I'll just really intensify the fire with this move. Okay, I want to get more spiders because I want to see what this does. Like, I don't know what spiders do. I thought they'd be shooting like spider projectiles, but no, nothing's happening. Yeah, slash is good. Sure. Let's go over here this time. Right, we're really fast. We can fly now. Oh, these squids are tiny. Am I just growing bigger? Wait, that actually might be the case. Maybe my guy is getting bigger. Oh my god! I'm getting beaten to death by squids! Oh, I'm so fucked! I'm so fucked! Oh my god. We died to, like, freaking squids! We died to squids! We had so low health that we got killed by baby squids. Oh my god. Okay, I am not even sure, like, how to do this. Right, I do know that the Brachiosaurs, it's usually either Brachiosaurs or T-Rex that you want to go for. Stomp or Roar, both of them are good. Okay, maybe speed isn't the way. Right, I know that there was like a button called health regen as well in terms of stats. What if we try and go for like a regen build? Speed doesn't seem to work. Especially for egg emissions, like, because they all usually swarm me there. And HP builds we've tested aren't good either because we just die immediately. Oh my god, we're just gonna die here. Yeah. Yeah, that was just me being stupid, right? Okay, Raptor this time. Raptor might be. Oh, Raptor only has 60 health. Well, I don't know how effective it would be to start off as a speedy guy and go for a tanky build, right? Because if you're gonna do that, why not just start with the tanky build, right? You know, maybe I should be more like my friend, because my friend is the kind of person when he plays video games, he only goes for like damage. You know, since maybe this is like fast enough, maybe we should go for like a damage like build. What does this do? HP heal. It does give me a bit of HP heal. It does lose velocity, but it gives me everything. Yeah, I don't think Brachiosaur arms is what we want to go for. Yeah, maybe what if we don't mix abilities, right? Maybe mixing abilities causes like maybe there's like a bit of a clash, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Like element is fine. What's your other hobbies besides streaming? I mean, streaming is my hobby, right? And my job at the same time. I mean, I do think that, like, to a certain degree, like, unless you are a popular streamer, right? Who can afford to do that for a living. Like, dare I say, you really shouldn't get another hobby outside of streaming. Like, it's not healthy for you. Well, maybe not for you, but for the channel. Or it'd be like streaming or video creation. Because the moment you start treating like content creation, the moment you start treating content creation, which you cannot make a living off, as a job, you'll just get worse at it. Right, that's something I've realized painfully for the past like couple of weeks. Because a lot of people think that, oh yes, because I started off as a streaming like can be a bit of a hobby, which there's nothing wrong with that per se, but if you want to do streaming like properly, like I don't see a reason why you shouldn't I don't see a reason why you should consider this as a job, right? Because that means that inherently, even if you are having fun while you're streaming, your body will want to not do that. And that's never a good sign. Right, I want to be fire. Yeah, burning raptor. We do get a bit of health actually. Oh my god, this looks terrible. More health, more speed too. Okay, we'll do one spider. A hint of spider, right? Nothing more than, okay, this looks fucking ridiculous. Like, is it possible for me to, like, not make a dinosaur that looks hideous? Like, hello? I'm thinking of, like, making, like, some kind of, like, cool Ultimasaurus. And, like, this is what the game suggests I should get? Like, come on, guys. Harrasaur body is probably not, okay. Okay, let's just get one spider, right? Nothing but spiders, right? Yeah, there we go. I want to see what this does. Right, we got more slash. So we'll triple our slash. Yeah, you like breath, Lopho, so we'll get breath over here, right? So we'll only combine, slash will be combined with only slash, stomp will only be combined with stomp, and breath will only be combined with breath, right? Let's make the super breath, the super stomp, and like the super whatchamacallit, right? So fire breath, of course, and fuck it, why not, fire spider, right, okay. And the moment I say that, we're going underwater. Sure. Oh, look at that! I got a cute pet! Why do I run like this? You know what? This dinosaur doesn't look too terrible, right? It kind of looks like a raptor, but like the legs are placed like in the center of its body. And it doesn't really, that looks a bit weird, but. Right, we're farming these sharks. Oh yeah, look at them go. I think no, I don't plan on making emotes. Because emotes are like, I know it's a bit different over there on Twitch or something, but I think emotes are a bit of a waste of money. It's like one of the last things you should probably consider getting money for. Like besides, have you seen what people charge for emotes? Like one emote is like $5. I get it, it's like a moving image, but dude, it's like one like smiley face. I'm not paying you $30 for a smiley face. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Right, so oh, it's a power. Okay, we don't really need that. I guess we'll get water stomp, make it a splash. I guess what does this do? More health. You know, this is really good. We'll get more shark. Yeah, more shark gets health and speed. That's always good, right? I would like to get more HP heal, but this gets everything for a bit of velocity. You know what? Sure, we'll do that. Sure. We'll sell this. And I don't. Okay, there is a breath, right? There's a breath, there's a slash, and the rest we don't need. So we'll put the slash over here, and we'll put the breath over here. Can I intensify my fireness? Can still get more things. Like a hybrid size. Oh yeah, look at that. We can make it bigger. Yeah! You can make the dinosaur bigger. Okay. What's the benefit though? No idea. Well, let's go. But anyways, yes. Oh my god, I'm getting surrounded, and I know I have, like, no health. So you just are more of a kiter than anything else, Lee. Like, I do honestly, I don't know about the healing part, right? I did get it because, like, healing is awesome. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. But at the same time, my health heals so slowly. I don't know if it's even worth it, frankly speaking. Oh, oh, oh! No! Oh my god, that thing just spat fire at me. Okay, health regen might actually be literal ass. Like, look how slow my health regen is. I ain't healing shit. I'm gonna die in a single bite anyways, like. Oh no, 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 oh! Oh my, I think I was doing really good here too as well. Man, I am not quite sure. Okay, guys, I think though that is gonna be it for DinoSwarm. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe. I'm not quite sure what the meta of this game is, but it's really, really fun, I will say. Although, I would recommend the game to add in some more dinosaurs, because, like, as much as everyone is gonna scream at me for saying this, but yes, I don't want my dinosaur to become pot spider, right? I'd rather have it, like, be part, like, iguanodon or something like that. So, yes. I don't know, maybe cut down on some of the, like, the weird things and add more, like, regular dinosaur things that, so even if I look weird, at least, like, you know, I'm a dinosaur and not some alien, right? But not so sure about the meta, but the game is pretty fun. It's just that, I guess I'm right now in the kind of figuring out, fuck around and find out phase, so, but yeah, very interesting game. Like and subscribe. Okay, guys. So now that we've went over that, let's talk about some more interesting things. So there's recently on YouTube, I saw a very interesting video, and I thought that we should talk about this, right? Because it's something that I was planning on talking about on our stream for a while, and I think now is like the perfect moment, right? So let's go talk about this. Right, so you guys might have heard about this guy. It's a guy named Veloci. He is like a professional, like, walking simulator player. So, one of the things that he brought up is that there is a problem about toxicity, and, well, I will be honest, right? I am a bit of an honest person. I can be a bit toxic when I play walking simulators. Although I don't think it's me being toxic on the players, it's more like me being pissy at the game itself, but, well, you know, I think it's worth a watch, and I think I wanted to talk about this. So, we're gonna be talking about, we're gonna be reacting to this, toxicity in Path of Titans, which is very interesting, because I've played, walking sims before, and, well, Path of Titans recently had a quest update. I haven't actually seen what the quests are. That's the thing. So, yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I don't know the actual, like, details of the update, but it is gonna be interesting to see, well, this. So, right, let's see what this video is about, right?
It's time we talk about Path of Titans and one of the biggest problems it has. Its toxicity. Brought forward in a statement by Dr. the 11th's mod team, Divine Beasts, on the 16th of this month, saying this. As many as you know, we have a highly ambitious Titanoboa mod planned. Lately though, I've cooled on the idea. Path of Titans modding can be creatively rewarding, but it's also become a very toxic scene. I've seen too many modders working for free get harshly criticised or humiliated for their work. The kind of behaviour isn't encouraging innovation, it's driving people away. Part of my vision for DB has always been to give creators...
I'm assuming DB is like the name of the mod, right? It's like Divine Beasts, right?
Or halting this vision and making people quit. I also feel like I need to stand up for my fellow modders, big and small. To those who support and encourage modders, whether seasoned or new, I love you. Your positivity is what keeps this community alive, but the negativity on YouTube, Reddit, and even the official Path of Titans Discord is crushing starting creators and stifling growth. Because of this, Titanoboa will be delayed for every instance of unconstructive modder hate I see towards our team or anyone else. I'll consider extending the delay. Obviously, that statement missed a couple bits in it, but the implications of this were huge. So many mod teams came out with statements from Primordial Tyrants, Phalong's Wrath of the Goliaths, Dinosauria, Exargilla, Absentia, Inventum, and so many more. There's so much we need to talk about. And shout out to Crank.
Okay, so one small thing that I'm already realizing here. What do they mean by this? Like, okay, so because people are upset at the Titanoboa mod, we're gonna be delaying the mod? But if people are already complaining about the mod to begin with, like, isn't that, like, what they would want? If they wouldn't like the Titanoboa? Like, maybe it's, like, the criticism about the Titanoboa I'm not understanding? But isn't this kind of what they would want? Like, I don't know. Again, I'm not quite like familiar in the drama in terms of the mod itself, because we're here just to talk about like negativity in general. But like, I didn't quite understand the front and back ends. But right, let's go on.
Dinosaurs. We've seen this before. Not topics that we'll be covering today. So let's go ahead and start talking about this. The toxicity in this game's modding scene can be split down several lines. The love-hate relationship with fantasy and non-dinosaurs, players' desires for mods, and a lack of basis for constructive criticism versus pure negativity. Let's start with the love-hate relationship between fantasy creatures and including non-dinosaurs. We've seen this before. Non-dinosaurs often get hounded. Rospaw's Mammoth, Doc J's Creations, the K23 mods, and so many more. Often with the criticism of that they should not be in the game. They're not a dinosaur, this is a dinosaur game, they shouldn't be here. This is heard a lot. The dragons, the cursed dinosaurs, the creations that people have that are not dinosaurs themselves. It's like people are not meant to have fun here. That's the vibe that people get from making mods that aren't dinosaurs. Like, it's not even allowed. A big example here is the Spear Crest and Astra Island made by Blue Suko and the Isle of Myths team. They recently quit Path of Titans modding due to toxicity. And Doc J is another one. Earlier this
I know who Doc J is. He's like a Suchomimus VTuber as well. Like, I've seen his works on Twitter.
Announced his retirement from the modding scene due to toxicity, and we have receipts of that toxicity. But even recently, Rospaw, the creator of the Draco Viper, the Dominus, the Griffin, some absolutely insanely good fantasy mods, have quit. The mod's likely to fall into disrepair if no one offers to upkeep them. But let me cycle back to Doc J, someone who recently quit. And from talking to him, we get numerous examples from shitty comments from users just because of his creations. For example, these comments calling his mods knockoffs, making obscene and unfounded accusations, and even calling him the N-word, which I obviously can't show you, but other racist stuff to do with Doc J himself. But even then, in public forums, in public Discord servers, people called for his death, to kill any and every one of his creations and target people who liked his stuff. That isn't constructive criticism. That is hatred.
I'm gonna be honest, right? I think this is like the main reason I wanted to talk about this, right? And like, of course, right? For one thing, right? Like, first things first, right? Dude, like, if you're gonna send death threats, like, this is the hill you're dying on? Like, for a fucking walking simulator, guys? Like, of all the people to send death threats to, it's to people who work on, like, mods for the walking sims. The most boring genre of dinosaur games. These people are here to make the boring genre at least a slightly bit more entertaining. And, like, you're crushing down on those people? Like, come on, guys. Like, maybe for, like, not saying that death threats is a good thing, right? Of course, it's always a bad thing, right? But for this, like, this is the hill you choose to die on for walking sims? Not Ark or, like, I don't know, Primal Carnage or any, like, dinosaur game that actually has nutritional value? You choose to die on this? This is the hill? Of all the games you could have stood and died, this is the game you choose to send death threats to. Wow, okay. In a game where the whole point of the game is to do nothing, you send death threat. Okay, sure, right. And like the main thing here, right? But don't do that, right? That's a bad thing. Sending death threats, bad, right? So here's the thing with fantasy dinosaur mods, right? To an extent, I can understand the hate, right? Because we have to view Path of Titans mods a lot differently from other video game mods. Like, for example, let's talk about what's another very famous game that I play. Skyrim. Skyrim is a very famous game, right? I play Skyrim with dinosaur mods. Of course, some people are out there, I'm assuming, that dislike Skyrim's dinosaur mods. Because, well, I'm not quite sure on the lore, but I'm pretty sure Skyrim doesn't have dinosaurs in the lore. So if they see a dinosaur in Skyrim, they know it doesn't fit the lore. I'm a person who doesn't give a shit about the lore, I only care about the dinosaurs. So for people like me, I'm fine with putting dinosaurs in, right? And most of the time, me and the other person, we can coexist, right? When it comes to games like Path of Titans, we can't, to an extent, coexist, right? Because if one side hates Glupshitosauruses and DeviantArt creations, and the other one likes them, there's gonna be a bit of an uproar, because if one server decides to add them in, and the other side is gonna be upset, this isn't like RimWorld, or this isn't like, Skyrim, where you can have dinosaur mods, or like, in this case, like anything else that doesn't exactly tie in with the actual game, and like, just expect people to roll with it, right? It's understandable why people dislike it, because it's not something they can like actively choose to avoid. Like, if another Ark developer makes this really overpowered dinosaur, for example, like, let's just say, for example, there's this weird T-Rex that it just exists, that has like 10 billion pieces of armor that you have to assemble, each of them giving an armor value, making it really overpowered, and if you basically tame it by sticking mushrooms up his ass, right? It's a ridiculous statement, but let's just say it does, right? It's like the kind of creature that I absolutely hate, because it's like, it has a billion abilities, it's like a basically glorified Pasatame, it spawns fucking everywhere. Let's just say everything of that is like true, right? It's a creature that I hate, like, in theory, right? I can choose not to do it, because I can just choose to not install the mod. And I can choose to not just play Ark in single player without the mod. But here's the thing! The developers in Path of Titans made it so that the single player experience of this game is miserable. So you have to join a server, but you can't join if you dislike these Glupshitosauruses. You have to avoid servers that have them. But, like, okay, so because that's one thing that I've noticed myself when playing, trying to play these, Path of Titans-esque games, because, like, I'm not even that stingy when it comes to, servers, right? The only, I don't even care if the servers are using, like, random other dinosaur species mods, right? I don't care if my gameplay isn't pure vanilla. When I'm looking for servers, the only thing I'm asking for is, no 10 plus pages of rules, no, fantasy bullshit. Again, I appreciate what the developers do, right? I know this game is boring as shit, so you're trying your very best to make it slightly less boring, and let's be honest here, the creatures look beautiful, it's just that I just don't want to see them when I'm playing the game, right? Like, I'm fine with them on DeviantArt, I'm fine with them looking at it on Twitter as an art form of artwork. It's just that I just don't want to interact with them, and I think that's, like, I think I shouldn't be criticized for that. So, like, no fantasy bullshit, no, like, 10 plus pages of rules, passive growth, those three things are, like, the only things that I'm looking for in a server. Oh yeah, also, the server has a decent population, because, yes, once again, this game is unplayable with like, 20 players on a server, right? You need at least, like, 100 if you want to actually meet someone. So, like, those four conditions, believe it or not, it's so hard to find a server that matches those 4 conditions. Like, every single one. If a server has, like, 3 of them, they have these weird-ass creatures. If a server has, like, has passive growth, has, like, everything that I'm looking for, it has, like, 300 pages of rules that you need to go through. Right? Like, it's impossible to find a server. I'm not even that picky, right? I feel like what I'm asking here is like the bare minimum, right? Passive growth. I'm even fine with overpowered modded dinosaurs. So like I feel like I'm very like generous when it comes to my server tastes. Yet, but if I struggle with finding a server, imagine how hard it is gonna be for like the average Path of Titans player who actually spends hours playing the game. So like I can find it frustrating because I'm pretty sure like there will be people there who choose to play on servers that have these glupshitosauruses, not because they like them, but because, like, the rest of the conditions is, like, what makes the server bearable, right? So, you're kind of forced to join with these creatures. So, every time when the modder decides to make a new creature, another DeviantArt creation to add to the pile of, like, non-dinosaur bullshit, they just get upset. Like, I can understand, because, like, what do you mean? Oh, I'm already struggling, like, I just want to survive as a dinosaur. And I have to, like, see, like, a freaking, like, someone's, like, persona fly over me, right? I feel like, yes, people shouldn't be, like, put under that torture. So you might be saying, just play official. But official, for some reason, the developers insist on using this weird ass like quest to growth system where they have like 0 passive growth because they think like questing makes the game fun. But I'm sorry to say this, developers, but picking berries for 60 hours to grow your dinosaur to adult is not fun. Well, they did say they changed the quest, so I don't know how much they changed it. We'll have to go take a look. But from what I've seen on Twitter, spoilers alert, I don't think they changed the quests to make like they added more quests. But the quests in themselves don't have, like, aren't any more, like, nutritional. They don't have much nutritional value compared to the quests that we already have. So, but yes, right, let's keep watching.
Of their stuff because they weren't dinosaurs. And what's worse, in the server that was in, it was fine. In fact, there's common nature where people in communities would bash these mods because the creator of those communities often did as well. But then there's the mod creature or player desired effect. Now this was also drafted by Blood of a Draco as a good core topic for this subject, and the one before as well. He's a very talented modder who's helped massively with this. This comes from a general desire that people have to have something in the game, or wish a specific creature to be made, and in the way that they specifically want it. They want it specifically their way, pretty much. In a way, it gets personal. And in a general way, we get this with, we already have enough of this in the game. Would be cool if we got something else instead. Which, while not bad, it definitely can come across passive-aggressively. And if I'm honest, yes, I've been to blame for this before. Because I said a Ceratosaurus could have been cool if it was called Geniodectes. And that, looking back on it, probably not a good thing.
Why not? Why? Because if there's another Ceratosaurus mod, why don't you rename it to Geniodectes? That's a perfectly fine statement to make. Like, we don't even have as much fossils from Geniodectes that differentiates it from Ceratosaurus to a large extent, right? As far as I'm aware. Like, why not? Like, heck, I mean, didn't the official developers do that for Ecrixinatosaurus? When it's supposed to be just literally, it's just a Carnivores, but they just changed the name to make it more unique? How is that a bad thing?
There's no harm, but it's also like an opinion is getting forced and then plays down the author's creation. At the end of the day, it's the author who wanted to bring this dinosaur into the game, not you. I guess some examples which came from a Blood of a Draco played like this. We need more herbivore mods over carnivore mods. We have way too many carnivore bloat already. We already have too many apex carnivores. We don't need more of them. Why do creators want to make more apexes? Why are they making another Rex? We already have 2 of them. And there's one other example here, which I'll remove the names of the users for safety reasons, but these were common ground around the Ichthyovenator from A Blood of a Draco and those who were working on it. I'm sure many others will experience it as well. Then there's the line between constructive criticism and negativity / toxicity. This is a line that gets blurred often, especially nowadays, when people often just go, oh, I don't like this, and then they think that's constructive, but it's not. Modders aren't expecting compliments. This isn't a video or a movement to say, hey, love us more. Don't misconstrue it. But more so, criticism should be constructive, because it bases a foundation to grow on. Modders don't mind feedback. It's important, but there's ways to do it. Common examples for non-constructive criticism include these. I don't like the way the animation moves, it sucks. This looks ugly compared to this mod. This mod should be deleted, it is a waste of time, we already have a creature like this. Instead, it can be turned into something following a topic of focus, a reason, or a solution or alternative. Explaining these things is a good...
I'm pretty sure everybody knows how to give constructive feedback. They just choose not to. What are we, kindergartners?
And shouldn't be something to take offense because it didn't change. Because sometimes it's a matter of perspective. The modder might have a different idea for the mod, and that's okay. Community members are not entitled to force a modder to change something that they are making for free or putting hours and months of effort into their spare time to make this, especially for projects like most modders, which take funds out of their own back pocket to eventually share with the player base for free. There's even an example in regards to the Griffin getting changes back in September of last year. The Griffin got stat changes and some users requested they be reverted.
I believe it or not, I actually heard about this.
Calling the mod flying butt plugs, and then a user joined the VC to call them various slurs and death threats. Before
even I've heard about this. I think I heard it in like a comment from like a Path of Titans video, if I remember correctly. Which is crazy because I don't give a shit about like fantasy bullshit mods.
Which was broken down by Phelan.
Like even if I know that, well, yeah.
It could also vary depending on the person, because everyone has different time availability in their life, but also different skill sets. They basically said about the hours putting into mods. Realistically, you're looking at something that's exceeding over 100 hours to make the assets for the mod alone. The skins, 36 hours. The model, 5 hours. Sculpting, 20.
Of course, mods take a long time to make. Everyone puts hard work into them. I don't think anybody is saying that that's not what they're doing here.
Hours. Abilities take about 4 hours. Icons could take an hour. But you have to bear in mind there's also the financial cost of this as well. Not every modder knows how to make icons, animations, sounds, code, abilities. Sometimes they need to outsource work that could cost them. Imagine putting loads of hours, hundreds of hours into something for it to be shot down. Now, I did get a lot of modders reaching out, and for them, shout out to you. I've tried to make these anonymous, as otherwise they may get targeted. Those who are comfortable with their names being shared will be included in the video. So the first one is a mod animator who's worked for various teams, Wrath of the Goliaths, PT, Absentia, Dinosauria, saying in their statement they've met people who criticise their work the form of insulting, degrading and outright bullying. It's gotten to the point where many creators are often becoming reluctant to share teasers. And that's very true. There is a dry spell of mod teasers, and it's often because of fear that they'll be harshly torn apart. They also went on to say that they've developed a toxic voice in the back of their mind, telling them that someone will always find a problem with how I pose something in an animation or how I imagine the creature to move, and that I'm wrong for thinking the way I do. It's honestly shameful how entitled this community has become toward modders.
I'm gonna be honest, this isn't just like a Path of Titans issue. This is more of like an issue with dinosaurs as a whole. Because, well, it's just true, but we don't have a lot of fossils about dinosaurs. So, like, we don't know, like, about the muscle structure for most of them. So, like, I think it's perfectly valid for a person to a certain extent to think that one dinosaur moved this way, whereas the other one says that the same dinosaur moved in a different way. For example, like the things I can think of in my head is like Triceratops is like front limbs, right? Some people say it's more like sprawl. Some people say it's more straight, right? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Who voluntarily take time out of their life to create free content, and I think that mindset needs to change for everyone's sake. The mod developer too was an ex-Divine Beast developer, saying that their main problem was the community's attitude towards DB is that it's often laced with meaningless hate, and in their eyes any flaws our modders have indicate we are lazy as creators and deserve to feel bad about what we've made. This in turn is a hurdle for a lot of our newer modders who are simply happy to be a part of something, only to be met with comments like this on update or showcase posts of our work. Giving various examples here because they have featured constant digs, not just at the work.
Jesus, they're getting a lot of hate.
Plate was something people took the piss out of, saying they loved
What the hell did they do?
mod team.
On DB's the person who made like the Dinosaurs mod? They didn't look that bad, right?
They won't play anything from that mod team for an example, and painting that the mod is bad just because it's the in thing and everyone else is doing it. They added that Divine Beast, and this is something you'll hear from Dr. the 11th's interview in a moment, is something that is well...
Jesus Christ, they got so much hate. At this point, like, what the hell did they do?
The mods aren't meant to be perfect because they are patchwork projects, all made by various people with various different talents and skills, from pros to newcomers. A welcoming environment. Because they are welcoming, something that is insanely good for the community and something they've tried to explain as well. They added their concern is that new modders and less confident modders will struggle as it's new. They found mod releases stressful because of how social media just tears into them, into their mods, their creations, and sometimes the team as a whole. Mod Developer 3 was forwarded to me by another user and likes to remain anonymous.
Again, I think once again this is the same issue that I can attribute to the game itself, right? I don't, like, of course, if you send death threats, like, to these developers, like, of course, like, that's a terrible thing, don't do that. But once again, I think the main, like, the root of the problem here, the reason why a lot of people are so upset at, like, seeing a more amateurish mod, is because they're forced to see it regardless of whether they want it or not, right? If a server decides to put it in, even if you dislike it, you can't really do anything about it unless you just totally rally against the developer of the server and go like, we want this creature gone, right? And to an extent, even that could be considered negativity to the people who made the mod. So, like, because the way this game is like the way walking simulators in general work, right? Since the one common thing that most walking simulators have is that, like, official servers, bullshit, right? Nobody likes them. Like, the map is fucking huge. The developers never know when enough is enough. The server can only support up to, like, a handful of people compared to, like, how big the mod is, the world is. So, like, every creature is, like, so far apart. So it takes, like, maybe up to hours to find another person. So all of that kind of forces people to group up into servers that have a lot of people. And if the person decides to add another lower quality dinosaur, everyone kind of has to, like, live with it if the leader of the server decides to put it in, right? And, well, I highly doubt that whoever is playing on the server wants to get flack from the developer who's making the server. I keep saying developer, but, like, the owner of the server. Because I've heard so many tales about, like, community server managers being really, like, power hungry. I mean, heck, I've experienced that myself. So, like, these developers, the community managers, there's a lot of, like, pissy-wissy people over there. And you never want to get on their bad side because, as I said, choosing a server is incredibly hard. They're, like, even for the more bare minimum of, how do you put this into English? Even for the bare minimum of standards, there's only a handful of servers that meet those standards, even if you're really generous with your standards. So you're kind of forced, once again, if you're forced to see a bad creature, you can't really piss on the owners of the server because then they'll kill you. So who are you gonna be angry at? Of course, the guy who made the mod. And the way these servers work, the way the game is designed from the ground, is that it's hard for people who are more amateurish to get into. And I feel like that's just the way the game works. It's like kind of a part of, like, it's nature of the game itself, right? And that's how it happens. Because, like, let's say, for example, somebody made, like, a shitty mod in, like, Minecraft, right? At worst, what they're gonna get is, like, if Lopho back in high school would probably make, like, an honest review video on it on shit on the mod. But, like, that's, like, the worst that could happen, right? Whereas with this one, where you actively had to, like, you have to see it. You have to live with it. And I think that's what pisses a lot of people off. So, the way, like, it just breeds, like, around where only really the best of the best can succeed decently, right?
Into their mods, their creations, and sometimes the team as a whole. Mod developer 3 was forwarded to me by another user and likes to remain anonymous, claiming they drifted away from a friend group before becoming a modder. And when that friend group found out again, they reached back out and things became negative. Being negative to their creations in the modding channel, something that escalated to be more aggressive messaging, and then horrible rumours about their work. Getting others to turn toxic, believing something that was potentially falsified, users then harassed that modder, sending explicit images in a bid to force them out, and a mob mentality. Ultimately making the user swap Discord accounts, start again.
Okay, maybe it's the people. Maybe it's the people. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with y'all? It's a fucking walking simulator. It's a game where you stand 3 hours in a bush. Why are you guys... Once again, why are you sending death threats about this? Like, this is not the hill to die on, guys.
Ultimately got them to quit modding before they even started. But there are some other examples as well. For example, David Rose's Capro, the most notable of...
Oh, I've seen this guy. I've seen the Capro in a server. I think we saw it when we were playing as a UT, right?
Delete the Capro mod. Then there's the Dominus incident. When it was in development, something people were quite excited for in the early days. And at that time long ago, balance was a concern. Aerial attacks, fire breath, you name it, people were concerned. And Rospor said they didn't want aerial attacks due to balance reasons, which is fair. And due to this, Rospor received hate for the dragon because of how it was balanced and not to be broken. People didn't like the lack of air attacks. And this almost led Rospor to quit. She got her...
I mean, of course, like, maybe the way they said it was bad, but... Again... A lot of people don't like it's honestly, I can kind of understand both sides. If you want a dragon, of course it's once you want to bite in the air, but of course there's the issue of balance. And once again, this brings just me to the fundamental question, why'd you even want a dragon here in this game in the first place? Because the game is clearly balanced around the fact that there isn't such thing as a dragon. So you're basically trying to do the impossible by even like suggesting to make a dragon in the first place. So at this point, like it's something that you kind of should have considered when you even started making the mod, right? Once again, if you make whether you make some kind of fantasy glup shido thing, or whether it's a DeviantArt creation, whether it's like some kind of glup shidosaurus, like at the end of the day, it's gonna be put on a server where a lot of people will play on it. And because there will be people who dislike that one creature, and because of the way the game is designed, there's really no way for that person to back off. So, like, some criticism, like, you kind of have to assume that it's gonna happen, right?
Harassed in DMs, she got sly remarks comparing her mods to others and saying how it was bad because of that. It was a messy situation. Then you got the Pachyrhinosaurus incident, which is David Rose's Pachyrhino and KTO Pachyrhino released at similar times.
Oh yeah, there were two Pachyrhino. I remember that.
People lambasted it.
I think that's the one when you saw when we were playing as the Dinosaurs, right? Like I was thinking to myself as well why there were two Pachyrhinosaurs.
Once again, like, better to wait for KTO's Pachyrhino to come out, but then escalating further. People heavily downgraded it. Comment after comment, comparison after comparison, because the two played differently. Fei Long and David Rosa eventually cancelled the mod, despite it being almost done with a TLC for it. And there's a lot of comments to show for that, which I'll have on the screen now. That leads to point out comparisons. People often instantly pit mod teams against each other for having similar dinosaur mods. David Rosa and KT.
I mean, on one hand, again, okay, of course, the way that people talk about this, right? Like, just bashing the other, just shitting on them, sending death threats, like, that's, like, a bad thing. But, like, this in general, I can see how it can be demotivating. But, like, I don't see how that's necessarily a bad thing. If people dislike a very specific version over another version of the same species, honestly, if I was a developer, I probably would have turned it into a different species, right? That way they could just avoid criticism altogether. But if something like this happens, and if a lot of people think one is overwhelmingly worse over the other, so the original guy quit the worst version of the dinosaur, isn't that basically just, like, survival of the fittest? Right? People chose the ones that are better, so the worst ones disappeared? Like, isn't this, like, completely natural?
And there is a lot of comments to show for that, which I'll have on the screen now. That leads to point out comparisons. People often
like, how's that a bad thing?
Each other for having similar dinosaur mods.
So if there's two different dinosaur mods, we have to say that both of them are good, even if one person clearly thinks the other one is superior? Like, I feel like we're allowed to point that out. I get it, a lot of people spend a hard work on tears on making the mod or creature. Heck, I put a lot of hard work and tears into making my YouTube channel. I've done this for 9 years and I just hit 9,000 subscribers. Like, I'm not fucking pissed at that. I mean, maybe I am a bit, but like, it's just part of life. Like, you're making content on the internet. The internet is huge. Obviously, not everyone's gonna like it. Criticism, like, shit, will happen. Like, it's almost weird if you think that that's not gonna happen in this world.
Compete with each other. In fact, they built their mods to synergize off each other. Some people claim mod teams purposely one-up other mod teams, and that is usually never the case. Modders are often helping out with synergizing and assisting with certain things, helping their mods be the best they can be. But the good thing here is that Addons Games stepped in. The developers were commenting on this, publicly supporting the modders for the game, which is a great thing to see. Matt himself had some stuff to say. Shout out to Matt. It's a huge positive light for the developers of the game because they are supporting modders. They've always supported modders, but they get torn down by the community. And my closing thoughts here, of course, before we get into the interview.
I mean,
Dr. The
yeah. The developers want to keep the modders alive because nobody would dare to play in the official servers because they don't have passive growth. That's kind of a them issue.
11th. I just want to say, we've lost many mods before. Cerulean Island, the Utyrannus, the Sussecdorus, the Neo...
Wait, what? Wait, is the Utyrannus gone, guys? It's gone? Shit. Well then.
Venator, K23 mods. There's been many stuff exodus from the community, usually going back to that theme of hatred, toxicity, and
again, the way that people react to the mods might have been over the top. I can kind of assume that from the comments that I've seen beforehand, but worse mods are falling off and them not being updated. That is just a natural way a game is progressed, or the mod is progressed. Worse mods fall off and die. That's natural. Like, do you seriously expect, even if there's like a bad dinosaur mod, like bad in quotations, because of course for some others it might be good, right? But if so many people hate it, right? Like, don't you guys feel it's natural if the mod gets discontinued? I don't really see how that's any, like, bad, right? I fail to understand this part.
At the end of the day, how is it so hard to be nice? Everybody's human, we have feelings, and it's simple to be constructive in your criticism. Why do you have to go out of your way, and why has it become normal in this dinosaur game to be hateful?
Oh, I have a good explanation for this as well. So once again, it's the root of the game itself, right? If you take away all the glory, all the shiny and the nicey and the awesome parts about this game, right? let's take out the cool dinosaur models. Let's take away the atmosphere and everything, right? And of course, the boring ass quests. Whatever. So, at the core, what a walking simulator is, it's a huge ass, oversized, ridiculously oversized map where you put a handful of people in, right? It's a huge ass empty map. You put like 5 people in it, right? Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Right? Do you think that people are gonna be like cuddling each other? No! Like, I mean, no shit, the people will start like trying to kill each other because like, what the fuck are you supposed to do in that situation? Like, people can will group up together if there's like a common threat they want to avoid. But the map is so like meaninglessly huge that the threat is usually like never a threat. If you know what I mean. There are no like how do you even say it, like in Derby, right? Have you seen the webtoon Derby? There's like a scene where there's like the bunch of like these really like bluish like chicky dinosaurs that swarm them and they just eat everything. They eat like the big carnivores, they eat the big herbivores, and they just kill everything. And like things like that make people like team up. Like interesting events like that. But these games never they never like evolved this far yet. We're still in the pre-evolution form where the only thing developers know to do is just TLC a dinosaur like 6 times over and over again. So, like, because the game hasn't developed up to the point where people are incentivized to stick together, of course they're gonna be like negative to each other. Like, the game breeds like a lot of people are negative in this game because the game itself, like, they don't directly do that, but the way the game is designed, it kind of like incentivizes people to be negative, like to be aggressive towards each other, because like, what else are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna sit around a pool of water and just chat? Like, at that point, just go to Discord. Like, I feel like it's because it's the at heart of the game, at the heart of the core. The reason is that there aren't a lot of things that people can do in these games, except for killing each other. And, of course, well, that would kind of make people negative to each other, especially if, for example, if you're a dinosaur, and suddenly, the only thing in the game where you can the only things you can do is either pick berries or kill other people. If you're suddenly faced with a fucking dragon, of course you'd be upset, right?
Not just saying you dislike the mod, but saying you want the creator to die.
Okay, of course, this is bad, right? This is bad, right? I don't think I have to state this again.
This community, toxicity has no place in this community. It is a problem. And if you want this community to thrive and grow and more mods to come out, you need to think before you speak. You need to think about what you're saying. Would you want someone to say that to you? If you spent hundreds of hours making something and someone instantly just tore it up in front of you, how would you feel? You wouldn't want...
That's the internet.
And it's disgusting. It's disgusting behavior that people are doing, and it's become second nature. Heck, it's not even just modders that get this. Server owners get this. YouTubers get this as well. But this, we need to support the modders. They're the ones creating content, often for free for us. Something that we should be grateful for. And no, this isn't a pity party. We just want more constructive criticism, rather than outright toxicity and hate. Other than...
I don't know. I feel like that... like, because there's clearly people like me who, like, I don't mind the mods. Like, in a literal sense. I don't care if you add in a new Glupshitosaurus to the game. Like, the modders themselves chose that. And if people quit because, if the modders quit because of criticism, well, I guess I hate to say this, but it's just survival of the fittest. People that aren't that can't, like, bring up the quality enough of the standards that people will like. Because the mod is so community driven. Because again, it's not Skyrim or Minecraft. It's walking simulator. So worse mods will fall off and only the best remain. And even if those people get too fed up, they will leave and we'll just have no mods. frankly saying, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see how that's a bad thing. I mean, heck, I mean, that in a sense, that kind of, for me, it removes one of the standards I have to go through looking for servers. I don't have to look for servers and hope they don't have another, like, fantasy creature mod installed, right? Like, it's just the way it works, right? Of course, sending death threats and, like, being, like, pissy to the developers on a personal level, of course that's bad, but if a mod sucks, and if a person thinks the mod sucks, right? Of course, because everything's subjective, right? So, and if they don't like the mod, and the mod developer decides to take the mod down because of it, I don't see how that's a bad thing. But you'll get less mods. How is that a bad thing?
No. We'll
just get less mods, but with better quality.
It's full perspective. It's quite long. It's the raw thing. Have a watch. Because it is quite eye-opening.
As many of you might know, I'm Doctor, head developer of Divine Beast. I've been basically in modding since the beginning. So I've seen it grow, and I've seen people come.
Yes, I've literally talked about, like, that's what I've been saying for the entire time. Saying, going personal to the developers and then death threats is bad. But people disliking a mod, and I feel like this kind of, it kind of came to this point, because I'm gonna assume, right, not everyone started throwing death threats at once, right, the moment a bad mod came out, right? Like, it kind of just piled up and up and up. But first they disliked it, but then nothing really changed, and they got even more upset and more upset and more upset, and eventually it kind of came to this, is how am I assuming it planned out? But then again, people on the internet tend to be irrational, so maybe that is not the case. But, like, the backbone of mods going down isn't necessarily a bad thing, is what I'm saying.
I've seen people go, and from my basically experience, the pod community can be very great and creatively rewarding. There's always been a little bit of a hateful backside to that, but it was never not like the main focus for the start of it. But over time, that hate has become the normal. You hate something, it's more normal than saying, I like something. It's became the cool, basically.
Yeah.
For myself, whatever someone throws at me, I can use it as fuel. But a lot of people in the modding community are people driven with anxieties, hey, I'm not good enough, and that kind of stuff. And when you tell someone like that, and sorry for the wording, but this is the wording that, people use, your work suck, die.
Yeah, that's something
not okay.
that, I've seen that from some of the other examples as well.
So at DB, I had a vision of, hey, let's bring a community together, include starters. I was a starter as well. I've learned from people. I want to give that to other people and make them have the chance to put their work into the game and see it just come to life. When you do that, and the things that usually happen, it's like, oh, compared to this mod, it's shit. It's crap. It's awful.
Because, again, I've said it again, I'll say it again. It's because the way the game is designed. I'm gonna be honest. All of this blame shouldn't be going to the mod developers. It should be going to the people who made this damn game. If they made it so that single player was more bearable to play, if servers could allow more NPC dinosaurs, if playing single player, if surviving alone was actually fun, right? I'm gonna go out and say that even beginner modders won't be getting that much flack, because people will just play on their own single play servers with the mod installed, and people will just love it, just the way I play Skyrim with dinosaurs, and people dislike me for not putting Skyrim with the lore accurate things dislike it, but we can just live together. Because this game doesn't allow that. Hence, they're so aggressive. This is again, it's a fundamental problem that the game has. It's like it's just the way it works, right? Like, I hate to say it, but like, you can't expect, like, again, it's not a cuddle buddy, as he said.
Awful. They would just stop. Why is it not made by them instead? That kind of stuff. Again, for me, I can just shrug that off. But people that come into here and they want to make a difference, they want to do something new, hone their craft, it's just like, oh, well, you know, I guess that's that then, I'm just crap at this.
Yeah, because obviously, as you've said, like, Divine Beast is a good way to get a lot of people, like new modders, involved, and is always helping with a stepping stone, so to say. I guess one of the questions I have in regards to that is, how many like new modders do you bring into the Divine Beast team?
It's literally without a, you know, there's not really a limit. If someone wants to create, they're open to it, they want to learn, they have something to offer, they can join. At the moment, Divine Beast has around 40 different people involved in it.
Oh,
wow. That is different fields, you know, so there can be animation, modelers, icon artists, sound artists, skin artists. You really quickly go to bigger numbers when you just allow people to hone their craft. Now, obviously, we do have a standard that we want to get to. But that standard might be a little bit lower than, as an example, KTO and PT, because they want to go for more realistic, as an example. Every modder is so friendly to each other.
Well, if you know that, isn't getting some criticism warranted? If you know, like, you know that the people are newbies, so of course the quality isn't gonna be as good as the other people. How is that wrong to point that out?
Help each other. PT has helped me, I help them, KTO has helped me.
Okay, so I'm slowly getting the picture
Now,
here.
there is a lot of...
So, because this is more newbie friendly, a lot of newbies come in, and of course the quality, I mean, personally to me, I think the DB mods look awesome. Maybe it's because I don't play the game a lot, I have a life, but, like, for me the mods look nice, but there's some people who think that they don't look nice. So, there's gotta be some kind of, like, standard that they can see that I don't. So, yeah, and if it's because of the developer having less, like, experienced people working on it, I mean, yeah, criticism is gonna happen again. How is this a bad thing? Like, I mean, maybe it's not exactly a good thing per se, but I mean, it's kind of to be expected, right?
Interchanged without, you know, between our teams.
Yeah, especially when, like, I noticed there's a lot of like animators as well, and sound design, that kind of interchange. Because I guess one of the things there is, you know, sometimes it can be quite hard to find people who are available to, who are also wanting to help out as well.
Exactly. So yeah, it's you know, then a little bit weird to see, and this is just an example, you know.
Yeah.
As an example, Leviathan is one of the great modelers. Such a talented guy, you know.
Yeah,
Works with me.
Let me look up DB mods, right? Like
the same people that might.
Is the other mods the ones that I think it is?
Is that basically because, like, as far as things go, it's like these people don't know it's the same person working on the team, and they're obviously just hating on one group because it's the name basis.
It's like these ones.
There is some of that, and again, it's like a weird type of environment to be in.
Divine Beasts.
Because all the modders, we love each other.
Yeah.
We try to help each
there's
other.
There's a alright. There's like a whole wiki just for modded creatures. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, to then see your under community fight basically between each other is not nice to see. But the main thing why I made the announcement, and especially at this time, is because I knew of at least.
Oh wait, isn't this the mod that people said?
at the moment, and I
Wait, they said it's not released, right? Or
facts straight. There's 20
I guess it's out.
individuals
Never mind.
that over the last 2 years said like, well, it's over. This is not for me.
Do they cite like the same reasons, like toxicity, or is there like other?
Oh no, it's PT.
Mostly,
That,
yes.
like I was confusing that with something
Coming
else,
out.
right?
I'm just
I was
starting.
confusing PT
Yes.
with DV. Okay.
Expect it to have the same quality as someone that does it 10 years.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Now again, some expectations and feedback that's super helpful. I love feedback. Like, everyone is always invited, hey, come to our Discord, do a suggestion, you know, give me constructively what you don't like, and I'll see if I can do it.
I mean, personally, like looking at the dinosaurs themselves, I don't really quite see a quality difference. Maybe it's like the way they move.
And if I won't do it, then I will tell you why.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, of course, when it comes to the toxicity itself, how often would you say, like, you, for example, if you use yourself as an example, have to face that toxicity? Is it like daily? How often does it occur?
Over, I would say the last, like, you know, 2025, if we take that just as a ballpark.
So is the boa out or not?
Like, it's a little bit dependent. So if you stay in your own bubble, basically, that's your fence. They're not gonna really do that, right? But as an example, I personally, just for my own sanity, I left every modder's Discord, every server, because if I go in them, I'll see it, basically.
Yeah, no, that's very understandable. There was an example that I was sent by another modder. I'm not going to obviously name drop them, but they shown that in a certain community Discord, people were basically saying they want to kill him or they want to kill any of his mods on site because they're so bad, from their own words, and then just like tearing into him. And obviously, as someone who may be in that Discord because they're a fan of the community or something like that.
So look at you can even put single player. You can put mods in single player.
Definitely like wear down their like mental well-being.
Yes, and that's mainly why I wanted to do it now, because, like I said, you know, I was just like, okay, there's another, you know, handful that just goes away. Same reason every time, basically. So was this.
Okay, I'm looking at the types of. Okay, hold up, right?
I do have a voice.
I am looking at the mod page right now, and it actually seems like did the developers never add in like something like custom quests as a mod? Because now I kind of feel bad because every time a new Dinosaur mod came out, I remember always kind of being angry at the fact that they made another dinosaur instead of actually like improving the game itself. But it does. The developers never added a quest mod. They don't have like nobody could make like a proper MMORPG mod for Path of Titans because I guess you couldn't make one. The developers didn't give us the tools. It seems like you got stat changes, UI changes, I'm assuming game modes is like deathmatch was like a totally different thing. Playable characters, maps, new food and quest. These are just items, and these are just additional things for the map. Like the mod itself, the modding like framework itself is really bare bones, minus like more glup shitosauruses. No wonder developers only could work on them. Well then, why didn't they do that? Why wouldn't they add in more stuff to make people like add in like quests and stuff? Why would they not do that? Like, it's especially considering like that's like the biggest issue that we have with the game right now.
Luckily, all the modders just joined in.
Yeah,
Most of the
really.
players
aren't like NPCs another thing that we've always needed?
I'm happy about that.
I don't see any NPC mods. Like, it's very funny how the developers kind of prevent us from modding the game in the most crucial parts where the game actually suffers. So when people just add in more just modded dinosaurs, of course, I guess I'm assuming people are gonna criticize them because there's so much things to compare it with. Nobody ever bothered to make a quest mod or a game mod that actually like improves the gaming experience because the developers didn't allow us to. Once again,
And
it's
don't
like
get it twisted.
the developers who made the game
Oh,
that are at the
everybody
core of the
likes
issue.
their mods, you know?
I think.
You're totally free to say, I don't like DB. That's great. Awesome. I'm sure that there's another mod team for you. But all I'm asking is, if you then say that, and it is not only like, but it is like it sucks or something, then come to me and say what. So there's something to take for growth.
Yeah.
That is all. So, some people are getting it twisted. I've seen some of the comments like over the last day, where it is like, oh, you want to silence critique, and it's like, no, I don't. I want to not see other modders get like, hey, your work sucks, kill yourself. Basically.
So how would
That's all.
you, I guess tying into that, how would you compare like criticism that is like just obviously like it's just flat criticism to constructive criticism? Because I feel like a lot of people are like, oh well, I'm being constructive, but in most cases they're kind of just saying, oh, it sucks, I hate this, this mod team or whatever, and then not offering any constructive criticism, more so just excuses to dislike based off their unfounded beliefs. So how would you suggest people like constructively critique if they wanted to?
Okay, so
I mean, if constructive criticism, okay, I don't get why this is such a hill that he's dying on, right? Again, as I said again, death threats are bad. But if they just dislike something for just disliking it, how is that an issue? You're allowed to dislike things without, like, specifically knowing why, right? Like, I hate the Monster vs. Godzilla. I'm not quite sure why. I think the proportions are a bit off. Like, it's like a mixture of various things, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Am I not allowed to hate it? Probably not, right?
constructively is basically
Okay, constructive is better than regular criticism, but if I say I don't like it, I think I'm allowed to say I don't like it.
tell me where in the mod, even if it's everything, tell where and why. So if you say this sucks, fine, follow it up with, oh, I think that the textures are not as sharp as they could be. They're sharper on this mod, maybe you should aim for that. Or, hey, your animation, the feet are too close to each other. Or the knee goes into the body and that doesn't look good. At that point...
But then you just said the creator of this video literally said in early of this video, people dislike it because they're comparing it to other mods. You're literally suggesting they do. What do you want?
There is something that you're giving me that could be improved on. If
Like,
it's just...
I feel like it's the things that some people don't like hearing, and and constructive criticism and just criticism
What do you
is
want me to change?
only a sheet of paper apart.
At that point, it's just being toxic for the sake of it.
Exactly. And the main thing is just, and that's for every modder, I'm sure that every single one of them will say the same. Just give, you don't have to glaze me. You can just say you don't like it. Give me a why, and then, just enjoy what you want.
See, here's a fun thing. We can't.
But hate is never the answer.
That's true.
It just never is. And again, like seeing 20 different modders just leave, like, I'm sure you remember, like, we had other U-Tyrannus, like, early game.
Yeah, there was that U-Tyrannus, there was the Neo Venator,
Susak, the bear pig.
yeah,
Yep.
the bear pig as well, yeah, and those all the K23 mods as well. I know.
Okay, let's look at K23. I want to see what they look like. K23 mods. Oh, it's those. It's like aliens. Okay, well, too bad, but again, I can kind of see why. Well, let's take a look at Utyrannus then. By the way, again, I'm saying this so many times here today, but what I'm saying is that I can see why people dislike it. It doesn't mean that you're allowed to send death threats, okay? Right, okay, so let's take a look at that Utyrannus, because it seems like the way people have been talking is that there's actually 2 Utyrannus mods. One has disappeared, and we only have the other one. So is like this the one? It might be, because like this is like the newer one, right? I should know, because all the like Path of Titans dinosaurs are colored the same. So if like there's like a different colored Utyrannus, you just know that it's from a different mod. Maybe it's this one? Maybe it's from such an old age of the game that it's gotta be this one, right? Or is this one just this one? Hey, this is actually my video. I don't quite see. Maybe it's this. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, guys. I can't see the difference. I feel like at that point, it might just be a combination of people just being too picky. But then again, how is that not a bad thing?
Yeah, and then you have
We're allowed to be picky.
Rosspaw, which means that, hey, if nobody takes it over, Dominus and Draco Viper gone, Griffin gone.
Which is
again,
really
it's so much great work. There's and you can disagree with things. Like, it's the same as like the thing that a lot of people get. Like, I know that this is one thing with Rosspaw, for example. It very much is like the balance issue. But this game is so, you can do so much in this game. This game has curve overrides. A server owner can literally change everything about a mod. And in my opinion, balance is a very weak, statement to make against a mod. Because, for example, Doc J makes monsters, right? He wants monsters to be a certain way. Technically, they were supposed to be their own ecosystem.
And that's what he was building, yeah.
Exactly. But to then expect him to take his, as example, mammoth and base his balance of the vanilla T-Rex and, for example, my Deinosuchus, that's not realistic. We all have our own ideas. Like,
yes, but the mod developers put both of your mods into the same server and expect it to work. I hate to say it, but they do. And that's why people hate them, because it's overpowered. For the people who play on the server, I don't think the criticism, like, it's easier for them to criticize the mod developer instead of criticizing the guy who's like, who's making the server, because once again, you don't want to get on their bad side.
If Doc J comes to me, we're probably not going to agree about balance. If someone else comes to me, we're probably not going to agree about balance,
Yeah.
And then all these mods get mashed together in the server and just expect to work perfectly.
Yeah!
That is something that Rosspaw, for example, had. I know Doc J had it as well. I've had it in the past as well. I'm sure most of the other mod teams have had it as well. Where it's like, oh yeah, balance sucks. Like, fix your balance. But like, for 150 different servers that all tell me different thing, buff, nerf, buff, nerf, buff, nerf,
Yeah.
It's not doable. Ask it to the server, ask the server owner. They can literally change everything. Hell, they want help from me. Come to me. I help you set up curve overrides for your community.
Yeah.
It's just, but why does that warrant hate?
Because the creature is overpowered! Yes! I get it, it's made for something else! But the mod the server owner put them together, so people are gonna criticize it because it's overpowered.
That's literally a comment that I saw today on YouTube. I'm like following all of the videos now, basically.
Like, it's unfortunately it is natural, right? I think even heck if I got mowed down by a steamroll by like an alien like 6-tongued mammoth, I'd be pissed at there being a 6-tongued mammoth and the fact that it's overpowered. Then coming to the conclusion that, oh yes, I think I'm gonna go to the server owner and talk about this mammoth. Now I think it's more easier and more direct for a lot of people. That probably would think the same as I do, to go to the mod developer and say, oh yeah, your 6-tongued mammoth is maybe a bit too overpowered.
I saw someone literally say like, well, Doc J had it coming. Because he didn't listen. He didn't listen. I'll show you the screenshot later.
In the case of Doctor, I want to say this. He didn't listen to the comments telling him his creature and most were highly unbalanced and very OP. Well, there it is! I think everyone who plays modded POT remembers the more... Okay, I don't know what that is. It could chase down crocs down in the water as a giant bird. It was so bad in some servers that only played more to stay alive and not be a lone Rex or Shrek getting ganged on by 10 giant birds. Yeah, see?
And then, as you probably seen, Matt got involved as well.
Yeah.
I'm super happy that he got involved. Like, it's great to see that...
Maybe, who knows? If those mod developers retire, perhaps we'll get someone else who actually listens.
Really not, and like I said, I'm not trying to get, like, brownie points and, hey, please like my mods, I'll come to me, and stuff like that. It's just like, hey, give me at least, and everyone, preferably everyone, like, you know, all our starter modders that trying to get, you know, into this, give them, you know, just human decency. Just, you know, give them feedback that they can do something with. Don't make them feel like they're dirt. That is all. I have one last thing, if you allow me. Okay, so...
oh yeah, the Titanoboa.
And maybe something, or you know, some people will wonder that. The mention of Titanoboa. Titanoboa is not used as some sort of leverage. It is honestly just because it is a very mentally draining project. And then when you see all your friends and fellow modders and people that you have good contact with just leave, it's just like, well, the enjoyment is just gone. It's not there anymore. And then that work just becomes training. I don't want to strain myself. It is not cancelled. Don't get it twisted, you know. It's just delayed until the community can just, you know, give us a little bit more courtesy, basically.
Yeah, because I saw some people saying it was like cancelled. I was like, well, the announcement said it was more so delayed.
Exactly.
And I guess that's the other thing that people can easily do is like misconstrue simple sentences to believe what they want to believe and then peddle that belief instead.
Exactly.
But firstly, I do want to say thank you very much for taking the time to be able to voice this. I think it's a lot better than saying it in a video, like from a text transcript, because then I'm, you know, as I said, it's easy to misconstrue something that is over text. So it's I do thank you greatly for being able to sit down and talk about this.
All right, there we go. That was, we need to talk about toxicity in Path of Titans. I think the whole thing, the results, right? The thing that I end up thinking about this, right? The result that I'm getting here is that, guys, don't send death threats. Like, why would you send death threats for Walking Simulator of all things? Like, don't do that. Like, come on, guys. Okay, somebody might make an overpowered dinosaur mod. Somebody might make a mod whose mod objectively you think looks like shit. But, like, don't send them death threats for it, right? Please. I can't believe I have to, like, say this, but, like... Damn, like, I guess the situation is kind of crazy. Right, so, that was, that. So, let's see. It's not forced. Like, it's not optional. It's kind of forced. Like, it's not legally forced, but like, it kind of is, right? I mean, you can kind of see this because, like, look at the thing that they just said for a moment about like the bird. Like, why do you think that people stayed on the server and played as this modded bird instead of moving to a different server? I wonder why. I would assume it's probably because they didn't have another option to move to a different server. Like, they all had, like, either one had 2 billion rules, the other one maybe had, like, some other glup shitosaurs they didn't want to have. Like, they were kind of cornered themselves. Kind of proves it. But yes, also, just because you put a lot of time and effort into it, doesn't mean it warrants praise. Like, if you spend 12 years taking a dump, it's not gold. It's gonna be shit. Like, I know this is the harsh truth, but just because you put a lot of effort into it, doesn't mean it's gonna work out. And that goes for you too, Lopho. You suck and you know it. But yes, guys, stop sending death threats. Thank you. Right, so now that we've talked about this, let's see what else we're gonna be doing. Yes, there was this that we need to talk about, right? Recently, there are a lot of people have been talking about, what is canon and what is not. And I think it was a nice discussion to have. Oh yeah, Prehistoric Planet Ice Age happened. It just released, so I couldn't take a look. Yeah. I can't wait. I really should. It just came out, and obviously I didn't have enough time right now, but hopefully I'll get to watch it within like this weekend. Alright, hopefully. Yeah, this is the one that I was gonna talk about. Yes. So, let's see. This is something that I really wanted to hear. It's once again, it's like one of those Twitter like discussions, but I feel like that it's something that I really wanted to go over. Like, every time when somebody said, "Oh yes," whenever I said, "We're just gonna consume media, consume slop," right? I wasn't really meaning that. I was like trying to say something else, but I was never really quite sure on how to put it into words. And like, I think this is like the best way to put it. It's valid to shit on lore kids who only care about the endless stream of content lore creates and superficial rules, not the work or storytelling that comes first. This is the like, I had to put it in today's stream because this was like the itch, the one thing I was thinking. I was like, the one thing I was trying to put into words, but I just couldn't, right? I think this is it, right? Like, because you're like allowed to like go and expand the franchise. You're allowed to see the next movie, right? But it's this, like, the caring about the endless stream of content of the lore itself. Like, I think that's where the issues start happening. This is like a thing with modern cinema in general, right? And I always said it as just people that consume slop, but like, it's a bit more than that, because there's like movies themselves, like even Rebirth, right? Despite the criticism, the movie itself looked nice, right? Like, I wouldn't say it's slop, but like, if you think about the movie in terms of like stream of lore and rules and yada yada yada, at that point it kind of feels like slop. So yeah. If your biggest issue with the cartoon is why does the cartoon version look different from the movie? Probably because of frog DNA. And if your criticism of a movie is not consistent with the marketing website or doesn't create more content, it doesn't. This is it. Then you suck. I'm sorry, but you suck at engagement with media. Again, if the only criticism of the reason you like a movie is because it makes more movies. That's not a valid criticism. And because I've seen so many times people say that they like Fallen Kingdom because of very exactly that, and it's just something that I just cannot put my head around. Yeah, if the people behind the lore movies and TV series don't really care to keep up the lore consistent, then why should I care? Exactly. Like, I think I've said it earlier in a different post today, but I think it's something that somebody else talked about it, right? This, right? This. Right, I find it hilarious how every movie that had a website made for it went out of the way to destroy the canonicity of these designs. It's almost like the franchise is actively trying to punish people for diving into canon stuff. This is what I'm saying, right? Like, it wouldn't hurt for you to use these designs, but you went out of your way to not use them. Sure, they might not exactly be canon, but like, why not? Like, it's like they themselves are just shitting on us for trying to expand and think about the franchise. Like, that's why I feel like it's so stupid to like go into lore deep dive videos and reacting to them, or like making lore things myself about like Jurassic Park and World, because nothing ever fucking matters. Like imagine if somebody like before like Jurassic World Rebirth or Dominion or Fallen Kingdom came out, imagine like thinking like and spending hours recording and writing scripts for how Jurassic Park the game's Pectinodon, Troodons are actually really important to the series, only for like some ignorant guy to step up and say, oh yeah, they were actually not canon anymore. It only took that one person like in charge, like maybe something like 15 seconds. I'm pretty sure he didn't even play the game with the Pectinodons, but yet again, the people who actually cared about the franchise, the people who spent hours and hours writing the scripts and thinking about the franchise, they just suffer because of it. And it's not just like a one-time thing. It happens over and over and over again. And I think that's why I'm sick of it. It's like the series is trying to tell a story, but because nobody has a clue of where the story is supposed to be going, everything that they try to build up never really seems to lead anywhere, or is torn down by some stupid guy who doesn't know shit. So, yeah, that is why I dislike the Jurassic World franchise. It's not because, like, I dislike the frog DNA. I don't mind the dinosaurs appearing out of thin air. That's totally fine by me. I mean, it happens in Minecraft, it happens in Ark, so it's allowed to happen in Jurassic World, I guess. So, like, and I'm fine with dinosaurs spawning out of nowhere. It's just a part of the movie, right? But, like, you can't, like, move the lagoon, like, 300 kilometers for, like, a funny movie scene and expect people to roll with it, right? Like, because why would you do that? Why, like, do the people who care about the franchise not matter to you? Whoever is, like, in charge of making the movies? Like, they say they try, but again, but I know it's, like, a more complicated issue than that, because but because then you might be saying, then just have a fan that works on the movie. And you know what happened with that with Terradome. It only takes one power-hungry idiot to screw that up as well, so, like, like, I get it. We all kind of struggle. But then again, I'm not expecting too much, but maybe not have a six-legged mutant insect roam around on the screen, and maybe not have a dinosaur go through, like, fucking lava like it's nothing, and have a guy walk out of a pyroclastic flow like it's like some kind of picnic, right? Like it's like those bare minimum things, right? That I just don't understand. So yeah, if you guys are wondering why I feel so negative about the franchise, this is the reason. The franchise itself actively punishes you for interacting anything above it, besides just putting your brain out and watching the movies. And that is why chaos theory is such a weird point for me, and the reason I haven't touched it yet. Because the way the background, the people who worked on it, clearly are people who care about the franchise, but at the same time, there's no guarantee that whatever they're showing us will remain canon in the next, like, 2 years, so why the hell should I care? But yeah, guys, I think that is gonna be it. It's been 3 hours. It's right time for me to, go ahead and, I don't know, go knock myself out or something. So, so guys, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, may the Jurassic World with you. Bye-bye!